Hi everyone, it's Marguerite with Wreaths by Marguerite once again. Welcome to the channel where we take ribbon mesh and beautiful florals and a little bit of creativity to create beautiful wreaths and other home decor. Today's tutorial is all about making this really cute scarecrow on a candlestick. Let me turn it around so you can see the whole thing. We put a little blue pumpkins on the back to help weigh it down so it wasn't front heavy, and I'll probably be spending 2 days getting the glue strings off of everything. But yeah, there it is. Great fall centerpiece for your table. So stay with me and you'll see me create this beautiful centerpiece. Let's get this going. Okay, I've gotten together all of my supplies that I think I'm going to use on this project. I've got all of these leaves. These are dangly leaves, which is going to be good for this. I got a little bit of blue in here. And then this as well. I guess I should take them out of the packages now, so I'm not killing your ears. I should have done it before I went on here, but oh well. Anything else I want to bring out? We'll start with this and see where it takes us. So yeah, this will be great for dangling down from the candlestick. So yeah. I'm excited about that. So here's my scarecrow. What I've done is I've driven a stake up into the back of him so that I can attach him directly there. I'm probably not going to put him in right away, but I want to make sure that the stick's not too long, or it's long enough. Yeah, I gotta cut that stick down because I want him to sit. Let me bring that back out. Did that too close. Bring it back out. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna get my clippers back out wherever I put them. I'm really good at putting things away where they don't go. Alright. We'll use... No, where are they? Oh, right there in front of my face. Alright, so let me cut this down quite a bit. See where that takes us. I think he should be right about here. He's going to make it front heavy. I might bring him back just a little bit more. Because he's going to sit on top of the florals, I think. And then I'm going to put 1 or 2 of these pumpkins in the back. They're pretty weighty. The scarecrow and the scarecrow and the pumpkins are all from Hobby Lobby. I'm punching a hole in the bottom here so that I can put the other little sticks I have in there. I'm going to throw some glue on the end, which is what I did with the one in the scarecrow. I'm going to have one go in straight because, ooh, it's going to go like this. Now one of them is going to go like this. Oopsie. And the other one is going to go in at an angle. So let me put that one in at an angle using this. I'm brain farting on what this is called right now, but I use it for my shipping as well. To make holes in my cardboard boxes. There's a name for it. If you remember before I do, put it in the comments. I'm putting it in at an angle. Let those dry. Is that one dry yet? This is Gorilla Glue, but it's awfully stringy this year. Must be thinking I want spider webs. So yeah, this will go, what, like this? When it's time to put it in. And I'll throw a bunch of glue on the bottom. And then this one will come in probably like this. Let me take a look. Well, one of them's got to stand up straight, so what am I doing here? He needs to go a little further forward, I guess. See? Testing it out a little bit before we glue it in. Oh crap, did I glue it in? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm going to put it back over here. And this one needs to be straight up and down. So it's going to go like that, and then I'll glue it down so it'll be like that. And then this one will come in at an angle. I wish I had some small haystacks, but I don't. So that's going to be how it looks. Let me take a look at it myself to make sure I'm agreeable. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, so we're going to put it aside for now. That'll give it plenty of time to cool the glue. And he can go sit and hang out there for a while. Don't remember where I think they got this on Amazon. Handcrafted in India. Ooh. Cool. Take that tag off. It was a set of 3, and this is the tallest one, so it is 10 inches tall. I've already glued this on, as you can tell, and I've got an assortment of product. I think I'm going to throw some ficus in the back. I think I'll do all the colors that I have here. But I want that one, though. What do you think, Mr. Snow? Scarecrow, is that color in your clothing? Nope, we're going to skip this one. Over there in that pile. Might throw some others in. Let me look and see what else I have real quick. This video was on the fly. Let's see. Let me get some of these. Yep. Decisions. I had lots of maple leaves, but I'm not feeling any of the colors on those. I'm going to bring this over too, just in case I want to use that one. I'll stick that over there. Okay, we'll go with what we have. I have one of these. I want more. Here I go, finding more things. Bring this out as well. See what we can come up with here. I may use it, I may not. Okay, so you can either use a glue pot or a glue gun. I'm using a glue gun for this project. And I think I'm going to layer some yellow on the bottom. And here I go again, losing my tools. I'm going to cut them all off. Let's see what we come up with. Either I'll love it or I'll hate it. Okay, we'll do this. And this one. Over here. So, I don't know. Do I want it that long? I think I'm going to go shorter. I'll go here. And this has a strong enough tip in it. Strong enough wire in it that I think I can get away with not using the stem machine. And I'm going to put these in at a downward angle. And start there. And I'm going to do it 3 more times. And then I'll probably come back and use the rest. Come back to those. Make that a little shorter. So I'm going to do it in 3s. So push that down a little bit. We don't want it sticking straight out. Very stringy glue today. Those first 3, and I'm going to hold on to the rest for now because I think I'm going to layer the ficus. So that means I'm going to do the green next. I want to put some green in and then this on top. Let's see how that looks. Okay. This one. And these were in a bundle from Decor Exchange. I don't think they're still available, but you can buy them individually. Put one in there, and I'm going to face it downwards. It's looking a little droopy. That's what we want. That's too long. Very stringy. The glue is, that is. I am covered in my glue streams right now. Okay, and then let's do this one. You may not even see these by the time I get done. But just in case, and if you're looking at it from an angle, you might see it. Okay, so there it is. Alright, so there's the green. Now I'm going to go back in with the rusty red, is what I would call it. Okay, put these to the side for now, because we won't be using those, I don't think, again. Alright. Who knows? Okay, so there's that. Doesn't look like much yet. I am definitely quieter when I'm doing glue and florals, I can tell you that. I have to concentrate more, apparently. Okay. So, get in there. And just so you know, if these ever get wrinkled, just whip out a steamer for your clothes. A portable steamer. Wow, that's a lot of glue strings. Should save these for Halloween, just kidding. Alright, I think what needs to go in next is this really droopy. Let's see how this is. Really excited to use this. Alright, let's start here. Let's see what we got. Alright, so, oh, okay. So what I'll do, this requires the stem machine because it's got a very wimpy, flexible, not wired sectioning. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go up higher and cut the excess off. This is a floral pick machine. You use it to put a metal pick on a stem, gives it some strength. Is that how I like it? Or do I want it even shorter? I think I'm going to make it even shorter. So I'll just use this one first. You just put your glue on the pick. Push it into the foam. So there you have it. And I'm going to do each one of these separately. it'll go a lot further too. That one had 2. Take all of these off. And I'll leave that one. And get another one. I think it was up here, wasn't it? I want one that has 2 pieces together. What does that look like? Okay, it's 2 next to each other. I think I'm going to go with, cut that one off. Now where did it go? Did it fall off? Yes, it did. Alright. I like this one here. I'm trying to match these up a little bit. At least the first 3. Does this look like that one? It does. So I'm going to cut that down. That one has some metal in it, so I'm not going to put a pick on it. See how that works. Dude's taking a nap over there. Okay. That in there. Having the pick on them does make it easier to handle them. I need a 3rd one now. It's a 2-pack. Yep, we'll go with this one right here. Yeah, and it will need a pick. Okay. Cut some of that off. Feed the pick to me. Wait, let's make sure they're facing the right way before I put the pick on it. Alright. When I get florals out, they're everywhere. Okay, so that will go right here. I think I might do onesies in between. Just a little glue to adhere it. Cute. And I'll go back with the onesies. That one is very green. So maybe I'll put green ones in between. Alright. These are orange. Need one more that's greenish. That one. Yeah, that one's more green. Ugh. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to bring these up a little bit. Elevate them a little bit so it's not all flat looking. But I still want them angling down. See that? Here. Yeah. Thought I had it upside down. Okay. So then we need to do one over here. They have these little wood picks with wire that you can wrap around your stems if you don't have this. This is a big investment, the stem machine. Be sure this is something you want to do, or you know you'll use it again for a while. Alright, so there's where we are right now. think all these glue strings. I think I'm going to put 3 more above the orange, or sort of in between. Got those 2. Those glue strings. Good Lord. There's 2. We'll take this one off the bottom. These pull off pretty easily. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to go do them all at once. All right. So, let's see. This here. Ah, come back here, Lou. There we go. I'm putting it over similarly to one in the same color palette. Okay. Glue, glue, glue. This doesn't mean I'm crazy. This means I'm getting glue sticks. Strings. Goodness. Do I need to turn it up more, maybe? Try that. See if that'll help. That's what's nice about that one. This glue gun, because it has settings for temperature. Not all of them do. This one's a super heavy duty one. So I did that there. I did that there. And we're going to put this one here. And put it there. Yeah. So there's that. I'll probably put more in later. I think at this point, since I forgot to do it before, I'm going to put in some moss. Oh, let's see. Where's the brown moss? Looks like I had green moss. We're going to make a mess now. I do try to keep it in a bag. That helps keep it from getting too messy. I'm going to take some of this. Move it around. Now I should have done this to begin with and I didn't, so I'm making it harder than it has to be. And then I'll pin it in once I have it where I want it to be. Get my floral pins out. Like I said, florals are messier. The top I'm not worried about because it's going to be covered with all sorts of things. So I'm just putting the floral pins to hold in the green moss. But since we have green in the project, it's going to work. So let's see, we'll put some around there. Lift those leaves up and out of the way. This is what you shouldn't necessarily do. Forget the moss. But it's going to hide it. You won't be able to see any of the foam from the side, which is good. That didn't take very much. They come in really big bags, or they come in small bags. It's up to you what size you want. I usually get the big bag and it lasts me, I don't know, I've probably had this 2 years now. That one goes on top, that goes under it a little bit. Alright, now that we've made a mess, get out and clean a little bit because I cannot work in this. I'd rather have it on the floor and clean it up there than on the table while I'm trying to concentrate on a design. I'm covered. Okay, leave that there for now, just in case I need it again. All right, now that's good. Let me just fix this a little. Okay, it's probably my imagination, but one side looks, well, if that's the case, doesn't matter. All right, so now I think I want to throw some blue in there. We definitely need some blue, or maybe I should do more of this grass first. This was from Hobby Lobby. I've had this a while because it goes a long way and it's a pusher, so it doesn't have to stay this long. So I'm going to push all of these. I'm going to cut it first, so I'm not. There's 3 of them at least, so that's good. Let's see, I'm going to push all of these towards the top. You can make them super, oh! Marguerite. What happened to the tip? Get on there, I had it on there. Let's see. Well, that was unexpected. Wonder if I used the tip of the bush. Put these in next. I don't see where a tip came off. A lot of times there's like little, I don't know, a plug or whatever for the top to hold it, everything on. But this isn't being too difficult. These are really long, so I'm not going to put them back on. I should have put those on first. I'm going to bend the tip ever so slightly. I like to do florals, but I'm telling you, I get messy. So I apologize right now for that. So I just turned the tip under so that nothing would come off again. Allegedly. Okay, let's get these all up there. Up there. So I'll probably do 3 bundles of these. Now I have a perfectly good stem I can use for something else. So let me cut the excess off. I'm going to cut all 3 first to make sure that I have the length fairly even. So there's that one. I need 2 more. One. I just love this grassy looking stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use any more of this, so I'm going to put it aside so I'm not overstimulated with everything in her face. See, this one has a little plug on the top that holds everything on. I'll probably find one later, you watch. So I'm moving them all up there. You can try to push them all at once. I found that to be counterproductive. It's all up there. That's really long. Do I even want it? Yeah, I guess I'll leave it. I guess I'll put that on the bottom of the other ones as well. So let me put that on there. I'm going to use those after all. Just put them on the bottom. Come on. Everybody else cooperated. Always got to be one, doesn't there? I'm going to cut the tip at an angle and see if that helps. Close my eyes so it doesn't end up in my eye. There we go. Bet it'll go on now. Yes. Where's that other spare one I saw? Lost. Oh, there it is. one off. Oh, I didn't finish. What the heck? Guys. Okay. Another one without a tip. Don't fall off. Tighten that up. Hide you guys. Alright, so if we do that and that, cut the other two off the same length. Those are great for making picks and sprays, which I do at times. This one came off, I think. Alright. So I'm probably going to cut these even shorter, but that's where I'm at for now on the length of the stems. So, oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. So those are going to go in. Do I make it shorter? Can I make it shorter? Shorter I can make it. I just don't want it sticking out too far. Yep, I'm going to cut that off. All the way. And I'm going to put a stem on it even though I don't need one, because that's going to help it stay shorter. Alright. And I don't know if you noticed, as I was moving the stems around, I was having them in all directions, so it's kind of flared out. See how that looks. See if I can make these any shorter. A little bit. It works better when you only do a few at a time, pushing up. So that's going to go about right there. So we got them in different directions. The table to hold it so it doesn't come flying off the tip. This is the one that actually has the plug at the end. I don't know if that's what they're really called, but I'm calling it a plug. It's around a little bit so they're a little more wild. Alright, so that's what we have so far. I think I'm going to put one more of these on there. I'm going to grab one more. Try not to trip over the moss. I love these. These are from Hobby Lobby. These are some of my favorites. Right on that, ×3. I gotta figure out the pricing on this, so I need to keep all the tags. Alright, so I'm gonna cut off most of the stem. Again, I don't have to use the stem pick machine, but it certainly makes it easier. All this stuff's making my nose itch. Alright, let's put that in there. takes up a lot of space there. Look at that. Like that. I hate this. I know they gotta, I'd rather they just put them on with the little string attached and all this sticky tagging. I'm sure that must be more expensive, which is probably why they don't do it. Uh-oh. Came apart. I didn't have it on there tight enough, so let's put these together. Put them back in the stem machine and make sure it's tighter this time. I don't want that happening again. I may have to put them in separately if it doesn't take. Yeah, it's only taken 2 of them. Alright, that's what I'll do. Put 2. Take this one. I'm not going to put a stem on it because it's got a wire in it. Let me stand up. I think I'm at that point now. I think. A little further down, see if that helps, but not too far because I don't want it to be sticking out any further than the others. That gives me more strength behind the clamp on these picks too when I stand up. Alright. Alright. Next, I think we should put some blue in here. Wish I had another one of these, but I don't. Let's see what I can make of this. If it's 3, it'll be perfect. Looks like it's more than 3. So we've got, I'll take the tag off. Let's start there. This one's from Michael's. From last year. Alright, we've got 3 of these EVO foam, I think this is called EVO foam pieces. So I'm just going to pull everything apart so I can make 3 individual picks to put in there. That just seems like it'll make the most sense. That's the nice thing about these. You can totally be flexible, and these all are part of a pick. And you can also, yep, you can do lots of things. I'm going to separate these out because I'm an even kind of person. So let me take these out. I'm going to have to cut them anyway. It reminds me a little bit of the 60919 floral that everybody knows about. If you don't, follow along. It's a floral design that came out a few years back. No, probably 5 years now. I could be wrong. Just going to separate out all the components. So I can make sure a little go in each bundle. we're doing it in threes, the bundles in threes, but still we want to have almost the same stuff in each. At least that's how I am. These are all those flowers. These are the EVA foam. There's one more. Still these. There. That's where the pick machine really comes in handy, because I will attach these in little bundles once I get it all done. Okay, that, the leaves, flowers. I think that's like a lavender style. Okay, so let's start with these. So there's four of these, so I'll put one aside for now. And then how many of these are? I'm gonna go with, nope, I'm gonna put those over there. Put a couple of these in here next. Pretty sure there's 6. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Wait, 1, 2. Yep. 3 of those. Then we're gonna go in with how many of these are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 2 each. So there's 2. And then how many of these blue flowers? Actually, I'm going to put these in first. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. It looks like there's 4 of each. So that's 4. Alright, we got that. And then I think I'll put the blue like this. There's 5 of them, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do 1 of each. So I am going to cut the tips off. And put it in the stem machine. There's that one. So now we're going to go back for this one. 2 of these. And 2 of these. Ah, come on. 1 that way, 1 that way, not that I can't bend them, 1 up here, 1 down here. What did I decide? 4 of these? Yeah. I'll mess with that after I get them in the bundle. Is that all? And then where do I put the blue? At the back. Cut these off. Let me see how long I cut them. We're about right there. Second one. Okay, so leaves, foam leaves, I can position them differently once they're in there. This, one of the shorter ones, I'll probably put these in there somewhere later, and one of these in the back, and the 4 of these in the front. And then I gotta clean this table off because, yuck. It's not as awkward as it looks. I'm just awkward. Alright, so let me put these up here. Get all my trash. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put these in between each of the eucalyptus bundles I did. With the glue strings. Alright, so this should go here. This should go here. So you could take these and twist them and bring them out like that. That'll be really cute. Some glue. Be about right there. Get in there. Oh, I'm loving it. I think that'll be the back and this will be the front. Okay, I think it's time to put him in. I'm going to put him like right there, I think. And I'm going to put him all the way up here, I think. Look at him. Do we put one in his lap instead? That might be what we do. Let's take a look. Wouldn't that be cute? But then it needs to be, maybe I'll put these. See right now how front heavy that is? I'm going to go ahead and see about a different color pumpkin. Should we do orange or green? I think I might go with green. Do something different here. We'll go with this one, I think. What do you think? Yeah, I like it. Let's put some on his hands. As I'm throwing things around. Hold that in place. Let's get back over in the camera. And then I'm going to put some glue on the other hand. Ah, come back here. That was too soon. Okay, so that and that. Ow! Glue. Maybe I should have put the other ones in first, huh? Hold him there for a minute. Yeah, the blue ones need to be on the back to balance this. Otherwise, it's going to be, yeah, too front heavy. Okay, let's start with one. I'm going to put some glue around the base of this as well, so that once it gets on there, will stay. Dude, you get to go forward a little. That there. So much distracting. All these florals. Should have put them in a bucket. All right. Once we're done, I can go back and pull these little. Actually, I can do it now. Get it over with. Gives it more texture. So this is going to go in at an angle. I'll probably put some greenery right. Oh, some of the problem is my table. That's what it is. Come back here. Bring that up a little more. I think I'll do that and put some greenery behind his back. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to put a little here and a lot here. That's hot. This is wreath making. Okay. Turn it around. I can't show you what I'm doing right now. Now I can. We'll hold those there. And I think I like this. And I like this. Need some green up here. Love this. I love these stems that have tons. This one has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me cut one off. That'll help hold him up too. So I'll put one in the center. I think I'll do 2. One there. Let's do a second one. Side for now. I don't want to use it anymore. These are also pushers, but I want it long right now for where I'm putting it. I think I'm going to put some of this. Another one of these? Yes, I do. So technically, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put one of these. Whoa, dude, calm down. Definitely gotta weigh the back down. Don't laugh, I might stick some rocks in there to give it some weight. So I need some blue in there too. I could put these in there. And this single leaf, did I throw it on the floor? I have these. I thought I had a single olive leaf. Yeah, I think that's what those are called. Well, of course, when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. There it is in front of my face. So I could put these in the center. This to the side a little bit more. And then I think I'll put one full, I think I'll put that in the center. It's very much like the 60919 for sure. And then this one. Yeah, I like that. Come over here again. I keep pulling it away from the center. Sorry, guys. So I'll put shorter. I'm going to put a pick on it. Help myself out a little bit. Spread it out a little bit. I'm going to put that here. No, here. So on the other side. Didn't work because nothing came out. Ugh. Well, I wanted one for the center. Well, now you get to see me load the machine. There they are. Getting everything out today, aren't I? Plastic off of it. No, I didn't do that right. Right, go cutting it. Thank you, Marguerite. I know better. Like, it already looks wrong. There is a band around this to hold them in place because I'm telling you now, just don't try to take them out and put them in. You'll be sorry. You will have wasted a whole pack of these. Alright. Yep, we're back in business. Ugh. Little sound effect there. Okay. This will help keep his head up as well. Yeah. This out front. Where are the other pieces? There they are. That's the ones I want out front. Still need to weigh them down on the back. So I'm going to grab a few stones. I use for weighing things down from the Dollar Tree. Putting them down and around the pumpkins to give it more weight on the back. Strange idea, but it works really well. Sometimes you just need that little bitty extra weight. And it doesn't look bad if it shows, but I'm probably going to cover it all. Throw some in there. Drop some in there. No one will ever see them. Couple more. All sorts of little tips and tricks, huh? Glue strings off of there. Put one more. Interesting the things you can use. You can't really see them. They're hidden in between, and once I get all this stuff in there, you'll definitely not see them. Oh, that didn't help raising the temperature. And the glue. They're still pretty stringy. I saw that fall. Let go. I'm gonna scoot the camera just a second. Everybody hold on. There we go. It's a little better. These back. Glue those. And then I'm going to put those in here. I'm going to throw that one away. I didn't have them facing the right direction. That. I'm going to put stuff here and a little bit more on each side. I think I'll use these. I want one of these. I want one of those. One of these. Two of these. 2 and 3, huh? Say that. I want some of these. These. These have like a mossy finish to the stick leaves. These leaves right here. Okay, so I'm going to bring these in. Oh, well, see how you are? Cut that one off and do it again. Try this again, guys. There it is. Alright. I think I'm going to put it out there a little. mess today. A good mess. There we go. So there's that. All these strings. These are in the center. So then we've got two of these. One of these. One of these. Is that all of it? This is spare. I'll probably stick it in there somewhere. Come down. This one's not long enough. Alright. There we go. These are going to go right here. Alright. And I'm going to sit again. So then we'll go on the base as well. And do that. Really like, ooh! Okay, it still keeps wanting to go that way, so how many more of these do I have? Two? One or two. I have two of these. Still deciding on these, but I'm going to cut them off. Rid of all this extra stuff on the table. Keep it clean if I can. These glue strings are something else today. My goodness. I'm getting into it today. All right. I might put some more on the base. We'll see. I'll get them ready just in case I do it. Okay. I could have put some straw in here too, but I decided not to. That's going to go in the front. Oh! Man down. I don't know why some of them are missing. I don't know. Not the end of the world though. Just curl the end of that and push up everything around it, and you'll never know I did that. You will because you watched the video, but you know, the rest of this goodness will hide it all. Put it up there. Oh, I wasn't going to cut them yet. So let's leave those there. There, I'll probably tuck those in. So I like that so far. You can't see any of the inside of the base. It's all hidden. I definitely want to put some of this down in front. So let's do that. Between his legs a little bit. I'm going to go shorter. Cut that off so it's not in the way of the stem machine. There, it's nice and tight. That and that. That is going to go up here. trying to get it in the styrofoam. There it is. Put that in there. He is so cute. He's so cute. Put a little more glue there. His hand's pulled away from the pumpkin just a little bit. So I'm going to go in there and tighten that up a little and hold it. I love doing these florals. I don't know the last time I did one on camera. I'm always nervous about that because I don't know what's going to happen. It's never how I originally intended. This one needs some definite help on this side. Get in there. You need to hold the pumpkin on both sides. It's heavy. So I'll hold that there for a few seconds. Make sure you're asking questions in the comments. I am more than happy to follow up and answer any questions that you have. I have no problem with that. If you're a creator or a customer or just here to watch somebody else do the work while you relax. Or hopefully I'm inspiring you. You just being stubborn here, Mr. Scarecrow. I like how it's a little shorter in the front and then it gets a little longer in the back. I think that's perfect. I almost wish I had some really big clamps. That would help. Nothing I have is big enough. So there's that. I love, fall is my favorite to create for, I will tell you that for sure. I love, love, love the fall. This would be a great dining table centerpiece, and then you just put a bunch of burlap around the base. Maybe some leaves, some acorns. I didn't put any acorns in here, but I don't think I'm going to. Get those glue strings out. Make sure that's nice and... I need to put a little glue right here. Gotta hide all the glue. Nobody wants to see that. I use, if you're curious, or the Scarecrow looks familiar. When I very first started my business in 2018, one of the very first wreaths I made was a grapevine with this exact scarecrow. I ended up at my cousin's house. Thank you, Esther. She's always been a great supporter of my business. And I got the chance to spend a little time before Christmas a few years back with her and helped make a bunch of bows for her to match what she'd purchased from me in the past. That was fun to do it in person. Family doesn't get together like it used to. So we grow. Get lives of our own. Let's see, I almost think it needs something there and there. Definitely need to put stuff there because they got the rocks going on still. So I'm going to put some of these. I didn't use this one because the blue was not really... I could have done more blues, mixed and matched. But I didn't really want to do that. Okay, so I have this one. Start with this one. Put that right at the base of the rocks. I think I'll put two more. So there's that one. I'm going to put one on each side. Never ending glue strings right now. They're everywhere. Alright, let me get two more. I'll take this one. No. I'll take this one off. Oh, I don't want to use a whole bush. Which one did I use? I guess I used that whole one. So I'll just take a couple off the bottom of this one. I might use 3. And I'll show you where I'm going to put the other one. I love this. I need to get more. Hopefully my husband's not listening. I'm not doing a very good job saving money this year. As much as I make, I've been... I can put one right up here. This is where I wanted to put another one, just to get some up there as well. I may need to do another one up there. Okay, what did I do? I put one in, right? There it is. Forgot where I was. Did it again. I jumped the gun. I started clamping it before it was in place. Some here. I'll put that one's there, so these will go up here. I think I need the needle nose. I don't want to get glue on my hand again. I've had enough burns today. It needs another rock, I think. It's still leaning that way. So I want to put, where's the hole? There they are. That one might fall out. I mean, the color works really well with these too, so it's not that crazy, I don't think. Put one more, and then I need a little bit more of something in there. That was that, and that was that, and this will go here. And I'll show you. Still need a little something right here, so I think I'll try to use... Where did this come from? Guys, that's okay. Trying to use all the things. Doesn't need the clippers. Just do that. Okay. Where did I say I wanted that? Right there. Just above the rocks. Still wants to lean. I'm hoping that's just the table. Alright. And I said I wanted to put 2 more up at the top. Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know. That's on each side there. So there we have that. Alright, maybe if I break this down, I can make it into 4. Take the long ones down here. Push these up. See what we got here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to get 4 out of 2. Alright. So that they're even, I'm just going to use the top. Let's see where I could be super precise and count, but I'm not going to do that. A little less. Just going to eyeball it. See if that works. Is that enough? Two more. I'm going to tighten this up or curl the top so these don't come off. No one will ever see that. So let me put that one there. I might still use this one, so let's do it before I forget. Oh. Bring them all up. Curl that just a little bit. Don't know if I'll use that. We'll see. So I'm thinking on each side of, so this one here, I'm going to put, see how that looks. Let's try. I can always cut them out. See, I think that looks good. We'll do it on the other side now. Ow! Glue. I don't know, I like it. Yeah. Alright, so let me put a couple of these in the back. There's that one. I'm going to put one more. I think I'll use, yeah, that one's the same shape. And then I'll fluff it a little bit and decide if we need any more. Yes, the blue pumpkins are kind of hidden. But the whole point is to make it part of it. So I'll fluff out some of these. And I will look at it after we're all done and see if it's something I need to add to. I think I'll put one there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Not a lot, not the whole thing. I could really make this into a bunch of picks. Alright. Just needs a little more fluff there, I think. There we go. I'm not using that one, I'm using this one. Alright, I'm going to own it, I'm going to do it. I can get in between the rocks. There we go. I think that works. Alright. Sturdy, so I'm going to just turn it around for you to see. I think that works really well. Let me know what you think. Try it some more. So cute. I just gotta spend about an hour getting the glue strings off. Just kidding. I don't think it'll take that long. But you never know. There we go. There we go. Well, there it is. There he is, complete. I was able to get him weighed down properly, but like I kept saying over and over again, I've got a few glue strings to remove from this beautiful piece. Move it forward just a little bit and give her a spin. See those pumpkins on the back? And I thought that was a pretty ingenious idea, using the stones to weigh it down. They blend in really well and help it stay much straighter and not fall over so easy. That's the only bad part about candlesticks. They do tend to get a little bit top heavy, but that worked perfectly to bring it down on the back so it wouldn't fall over. So let me go ahead and come back out. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. It means a lot to me. I know you could be doing anything with your time, but you're spending some time with me, and it truly means so much and is deeply appreciated. If you like what you've seen, this will be listed in my shop on Etsy under Wreaths by Marguerite. Everywhere else you can find me is Wreaths by Marguerite, which are Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. I always put a heads up on Facebook before I come to do a new video as well, so that's a great place to follow me. I just don't do TikTok, okay? I do new content every Sunday that's released at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And until next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Bye for now.